vision. It's exodus, searching for euphoria. Judging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring us. Got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Whoa.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, how could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking victorious. Oh, yes, it is. You know that we've been going it. Since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we went.
Welcome in, everybody, to Purple and Gold Talk. I am your host, Jim Cross. I'm joined, as always, by the Ava Garza. Ava, we're not going to talk much about it. There's no reason to talk much about it. I just want to know if, after this past weekend, are you doing okay?
I mean, it's almost baseball season. It's almost baseball season.
No, it is. No, don't get it.
It's almost baseball season. Everyone, yes.
We got fall games going on. Football is in the rear view. We done fired a coach. We're moving on. So we're going to be okay.
Season, y'all. It's going to be great.
You know, I mean, your best friend's a volleyball player. Volleyball's peak in the middle of the season.
100%. Journey's doing amazing. Nia's there. Like, you know, we have a lot of great things going on other than football.
You know what I'm saying? We're not all just tired. We're not just a football school.
Good thing we're in everything school, y'all.
Exactly. But before we get this thing started, we got to plug the sponsors. Jesus One Apparel, John 16:33, empowering young men and women to be bold in their faith. And then Chinook Cedary, 8 flavors, mild to wild, the best in the game. Less salt, no sandpaper tongue. Go out there, get you some barbecue, get you some cinnamon toast, mix them together, a little smoking toast. It's the best in the business. But that being said, Braxton, Lawson, boys, how we doing tonight?
Doing great. I'm excited to be on tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Okay. So have y'all been watching the World Series? And if you are, who do y'all have winning it all?
I've been watching it. I want the Blue Jays to win. Not the biggest Dodger fan, being from Texas and stuff. So I'm pulling for the Blue Jays this weekend.
Of course, yeah. My buddies are outside my room right now. I go to Academy Ball, so I have 2 roommates, but they're watching outside right now. And I'm a Yankees fan, so I can't really root for either of the teams, but I want to see good baseball. That's all I care about.
Let me ask you guys a question. You know, you're both pitchers, but what you're seeing Ohtani do to these playoffs, obviously we've seen him do this throughout his career, but, you know, going out there, throwing 6 complete, throwing 10 Ks, you know, I'll start with you, Lawson. Like, is he putting on the best performance that we'll ever see in baseball?
I believe so. I mean, as far as I know, I mean, it's unreal. I mean, 3 home runs, 10 Ks. I mean, that's never heard of. I mean, it probably will never be heard of again. So, I mean, it's fun to watch. And simply, I mean, the Dodgers now, with how much money they have, you never know how good their team's going to get. But, I mean, it's fun to watch. Yeah, I don't think it'll ever happen again.
Braxton, you know, he's saying he don't know if it'll ever happen again. I do believe, you know, watching the fall of 2023, I do believe that Paul Skeens could have done it. I watched him hit 2 home runs in a fall ball game, and then they only had him throw 10 innings that day, but he struck out all 6 batters he faced. So I do know that other guys can do it. Do you think we'll see anything close in the future?
I don't think so. Just what he's doing and how he's doing it, especially in the postseason, is just kind of remarkable. I really don't think anybody will ever do it, especially at the level that the game is right now, with, you know, how hard guys are throwing and how hard guys are hitting the ball. I don't think we'll see another 2-way guy, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, we have our other show, Pros and Joes, and Ava. We had on Connor Griffin, who's the #1 minor league baseball player. He did his pitch. I played it out there. I tagged the Pirates. He wants his shot at pitching because he was an elite pitcher in high school, but they never gave him the chance. They immediately made him a position player. So I don't know. Maybe the Pirates, they got 2 elite ones. That's what's crazy. In the same way.
Yeah.
But enough of those guys. We got to get into y'all's story. I'm going to ask both of y'all the same questions. We'll go in order. Lawson will be first, and then Braxton. So Lawson, coming to you, man. Where are you from?
I'm from Richmond, Virginia.
And if I go to Richmond, Virginia, what's the one thing I must do?
I would say take a trip to the river, go to Brown's Island. It's a pretty place, but definitely go to Jack Brown's Burger Joint. It's the best burgers I would argue in America, but I haven't been to a lot of places. So
That's a couple weeks in a row, Ava. We've had some burgers being thrown out.
we have.
I'm gonna have to check this out. We're gonna have to do a little judging ourselves. But
Yes.
coming over to you, Braxton. Where are you from?
I'm from Angleton, Texas.
So give me where's that close to? What big city?
It's about 45 minutes south of Houston.
Gotcha. So Ava, some of your people basically.
Yeah, he was one of my first LSU interviews ever. So
Was she all right? She do all right then?
Yeah, she did great.
He could be lying though. I don't know. So if I go there, what specifically to your hometown, not Houston, what's the one thing I must do?
I'm gonna say you got to come out to a football game. We have a really, really good football program, and I think Ava can vouch for me on this. We're top 5 in the state every year, and they're looking to take home state this year. So I think you definitely got to get out to a football game. It's definitely that small town, Texas football vibe. So I would say that's definitely one thing you got to get out and do.
Yeah, it's interesting. I hear all these guys talking about from Texas. I actually was dropping off a order of Jesus One shirts to one of the local top high schools in the country in baseball. And here in North Mississippi, like we're a baseball community. We got 3 different massive 7A schools putting out guys that are in college. And so I haven't been able to be a part of the football scene like y'all are used to in Texas. Like we get massive crowds for baseball, which is kind of unheard of. So at some point, Ava, I'm gonna have to make my way down to Texas. And all I got is movies, and movies don't give me that real feel, even though they're good.
It's definitely a different vibe.
So Lawson, got to know, man, who's the biggest influence to you growing up in baseball?
I would like to say a pitcher, but I will have to say Derek Jeter. I mean, I grew up wearing the number 2. I grew up a Yankees fan. My best friend influenced me with that. Kind of forced me to being a Yankee fan growing up, but I mean, I loved it. Derek Jeter, just the way he plays, his leadership, and how he carries himself through failure and through success, it kind of influences me. But nowadays, I really look up to how Skeens pitches. I mean, obviously being an LSU guy, and DeGrom, honestly, just how they hold themselves, how they have confidence on the mound, how they pitch. Honestly, I strive to be like them one day.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong when you say any of those guys, but especially Jeter. And I'd be remiss, I know Ava's on here. I don't care. He has the most elite girlfriend list in the history of the world.
Yes, he does.
I'd like to shout him out for that.
He does.
All right, coming back over you, Braxton, man. Who is it for you?
Yeah, I would go with Marcus Stroman. Just watching him pitch, being a smaller guy myself, his motto, height doesn't measure heart, really resonated with me at a young age. And I've kind of just watched him, and I really enjoy how he plays the game with swag and stuff like that. So that's one guy that, I've really watched pretty closely growing up.
Yeah, and sticking with you, and then I'll come back the other way. I'll give you first on this. He mentioned Skeens, but it could be anybody. Who would you say has been your favorite LSU baseball player to watch in the years that you've been able to watch?
I mean, obviously Skeens, just what he did at LSU was unbelievable. But I'm gonna go with Gage Jump. Just kind of watching what he did. We have similar profiles, so just kind of watching what he was able to do at LSU, and the success he had kind of gave me a pathway to follow. So
nice. All right, back over to you.
Obviously Skeens, but I have 2 guys. Obviously Cade Anderson was awesome to watch last year, arguably one of the best pitchers in college baseball ever. And hopefully I have the privilege to speak with him one day, kind of learn some stuff from him. But kind of a sleeper pick, Michael Braswell. I mean, obviously a close friend of mine, but the way he holds himself through success and failure. I know he did struggle at the plate some, but I talked to Coach Jay about this the other day, kind of just speaking on Braswell, and I kind of strive to be the same way, whether I'm succeeding or failing. He was always there for the team. He's a team guy first. I mean, he doesn't care if he's in the lineup or not. He's going to help the team win by picking people up, being there for people, and helping the team succeed in everything. Like, I mean, without him, I don't know if we would have ended up with a ring on our fingers. Well, they would have ended up with a ring on their fingers, but the plays he made and just how he holds himself, such a happy guy, and he honestly influenced my commitment to LSU.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely elite answer. And last year, when the whole the crowd decided to come together before the game, they made the announcement when he goes up to bat the first time. It absolutely gave me and Ava chills to see that, and then him just end up getting a couple key hits, and I think that matters that the fan base rallied behind him. But yeah, his defense, his glove, his leadership, those are just intangibles that guys don't have. But getting to y'all in your decision to choose LSU, start with you, Braxton. Perfect Games got you ranked as a 10 overall lock. Lefty, 6 foot tall, 170 pounds. What made LSU the place for you?
Yeah. So I committed, fairly early. I committed my freshman year, in January of my freshman year. So LSU was just always where I wanted to go. To be completely honest with you, I knew from a fairly young age that that's where I wanted to go. I mean, if you're a baseball player growing up, especially in the South, LSU is the mecca of college baseball. And just getting over there and being able to experience Baton Rouge and the fans and all that. From the first time I stepped on campus, I knew that's where I wanted to be. And then Jay was a big part of that, and Coach Yeski and all them, and just the involvement that the fans are in baseball. You really don't get that much to that extent like you do in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, and I mean, what a decision. You make it, and then they've won 2 national titles since you make the decision. It's like, I mean, if you didn't need any more reasoning that you made the right decision, that's one. But I want to ask you before I move to Lawson, you did go through the UCL injury. How much did that adversity, do you think it's going to help you going into college? Because, a lot of guys don't necessarily battle injury until maybe they get to college. For you, do you think it helped you, in your preparation, knowing that you went through something so hard already?
I think so. Just going through that and, going through that long road, and like I tell people all the time when I'm talking about it, is I really don't think I'd be the person and the pitcher that I am today if I wouldn't have gone through that, and just learning how to navigate tough times, and being able to, like I said, really reinvent my body, putting on some weight and putting on some muscle, and being able to take that whole year and just get bigger, stronger, and quicker, to make my my arm more durable, my body more durable. And like I said, just really being able to face hard times and go through it and know that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Ava, we go from 6 foot 170 to 6'6", 215. We go from lefty to righty. I mean, when we talk about opposite ends of the spectrum, I can't even talk opposite ends of the spectrum. This is what you get. But, what made LSU the spot for you, Lawson?
I would say the coaches first, obviously. I mean, how sincere they are, and there's a different personality in each of them. I mean, you got Coach Jay, how personable he is and how likable he is, honestly. I mean, through the injury I went over in the summer, how he treated that, how he took care of me, and to Coach Yeski, how chill of a person he is, how likable he is to be around him. And then you got personalities like Coach Jordan over here, he's always there to make you smile, treat you like your son, treat you like a friend. It's different. They treat you like family, and I think that was different than the other schools like Tennessee. I mean, I'm not dissing on Tennessee, but it felt different. It felt more clout-based at Tennessee, like, oh, blah blah blah, like we're gonna do this for the fans, blah blah blah. But LSU, it's for everything. I mean, they love baseball there. They want to win, and I feel like as a man and as a young man, I think it's going to help me grow the most being around those coaches, and my family really helped me with that, because taking notice in those things is ultimately the most important thing. But on top of that, the fan base, I mean, it's insane. On my visit to UCLA, there was probably 100,000 people there. I was walking around, people were yelling at us, they're telling us to commit. I posted pictures of me being there. I have hundreds of people replying to my tweet, liking my posts, and obviously when I committed, it blew up. I mean, it had 100,000 views on Twitter, about 50 replies, like saying welcome, blah blah blah. It's different. It feels like you're almost joining a family, and not only with the players and the coaches, it's the fans. I mean, they take care of you. I've had people reach out to me asking to take me to dinner when I'm at school, and all this stuff. But it is the powerhouse of college baseball, and seeing them win 2 out of the last 3 years in national championships, I have no doubt that we can get 3 or 4 more while we're there.
Absolutely. And what you said in your answer, I've had the privilege of interviewing over 600 baseball players from over 100 different schools, and the way LSU, active players or commits talk about the family, the culture, the atmosphere, the fan base, you can just tell it's a little bit different. It's a little more, special, and there's something to be said about that. Like you said, the powerhouse in every way, shape, or form. And so you guys obviously make the right decision. The other question I got for you before I turn it over to Ava is, I saw on your page you got Psalms 73:26 on your IG. We talk about adversity with Braxton coming off injury. You talk about having injury. Just talk about how much your faith has played a role in baseball, because we know baseball can be the ultimate game of ups and downs. And so nothing stronger than your faith to push you through it.
Yeah, what that says is my flesh and heart may fail, but God will forever be my portion. And that's played a big part because, not a lot of people know, but I went through an arm injury when I was younger, and I was always a good player, but having that, and that's always been my verse since then, it's really helped me because obviously baseball is not my whole identity. I play for the bigger name of God and Jesus, and I play for my Savior, but having that known and having that written on my glove and even on my hat, when I go to pray, I look at it before I pitch, and I think before I pitch, however this goes, it's not the end of the world. There's always something greater and something better to look forward to, because it is a game, and obviously I want to compete. I'm going to be upset if I lose or I don't play my best, but in reality, it doesn't matter. I'm going to live and represent my Christ and my Savior and do that to my best of my abilities.
So the next couple of questions are for both of you. Also, Lawson, you can go first, then Braxton. I know that y'all had a great visit this weekend. So what were your thoughts about visiting LSU with the football games, the culture, etc.?
It was insane. Going from the UCLA game day to the Texas A&M night game. Obviously the game didn't go how I wish, but it was nuts. The fans were crazy. I had guys dapping me up that I didn't even know, like coming up to me, like saying, "Lawson, like we're so glad you're here." And meeting the players and just being around the coaches, I felt it brought our class together a lot. Everybody got closer. I feel like we became much closer friends. Like me and Braxton had already been buddies, but I feel like we grew a bond over the weekend that's going to be irreplaceable. Some of these dudes I have no doubt that they'll be a best man at my wedding. Like I have no doubt over the next couple of years as I get closer to these kids that they're going to be unforgettable in my life. I'm going to go to them when I'm 50 years old to talk about something. But the visit was unreal, unforgettable, and it's unimaginable, like to other kids, like to anybody that's listening. Keep working your butt off. It's rewarding.
Braxton?
Yeah, kind of like you said, it was amazing. I had a great time, and just the atmosphere from the football team. Even though it didn't go the way that we wanted it to go, just the atmosphere there is just insane. All the fans coming together as one unit, and like Lawson said, being around all the guys all weekend.
How good did those rings look?
Oh, insane!
Sorry?
How good did the rings look?
Oh, they're unimaginably huge.
They're like 2 pounds.
They're way bigger than they needed to be. We'll just put it that way.
Hey, you got to flex on them.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But JJ definitely flexed on them.
Oh yeah, JJ was holding that thing high and proud. But kind of like Lawson said, just the bond that all the guys made just within those 3 days. What was crazy how quick we kind of bonded together, and I can't even imagine how close knit of a group we're going to be within the next 3 years. And just being around the staff all weekend, it really just reminded me of how much they care about us, the players, and I really can't express how excited I am to get on campus.
So what's one thing that y'all both want to improve on before y'all get to LSU?
That's a good question. I would definitely say my confidence on the mound. As I've gone over some stuff, like I said earlier, through my Christ, and I want to improve my confidence, because ultimately having confidence like Caden Anderson or Paul Skeens, where you can go up there and know that your stuff is going to beat the guy in front of you, it's game changing. And I think myself, I think I have the stuff to go and succeed wherever I go, but it's having the conviction and the ability to go up there and think before every pitch that this dude's not going to touch your stuff. So having the confidence to go play in the SEC, which is as close to as pro ball. I mean, I would compare it to double A now. I mean, it's going to take a lot, but and just being able to have fun. I mean, stress-free baseball. It's going to take a lot to get there and not play stress-free baseball.
Yeah, I think, the biggest thing for me is just getting a little bit more physical, gaining some weight, putting some muscle on. And then, another one would just be just command. I think that's one of those things that, you'll always be working on, no matter how good you are, no matter what level you're at. Command is one of those things to where it'll never be perfect. And, that's always something that has to be fine-tuned. The more you grow, the harder you throw. So I would say those two things are the biggest two things for me.
Yeah, I double everything he just said.
So are there any players on the current LSU team that you've talked to or worked with for as far as preparing for your arrival?
I talked to Zion a lot, a freshman, and I built a relationship with Reagan Ricken, another pitcher, and the guys are great. I mean, they gave me full honesty about how the coaches were. I mean, they were telling me how the practices were, because I mean, I hadn't talked to all the older guys because I mean, they're a little big shot on us younger guys. But I think when we get there, we'll build the relationship. But Zion and Reagan were great. Omar was great. Just building the relationship with them, you learn a lot, and you learn how insane the life is there, how well you get treated, how fun it is. But yeah, I learned a lot.
Yeah, I would say for me, the two biggest ones for me are Cooper Williams and Omar Cerna. We all grew up within, a close proximity of each other, and me and Cooper have had pretty similar, pathways to get where we're at. So I've leaned on him quite a bit throughout, my baseball journey, and ever since he committed to LSU. And then Omar, I've been connected with him since I've been a freshman and he's been a sophomore in high school. We've talked since then. So I would say those two are the ones that I talk to the most.
Ava, how proud does it make you that it feels like we're out recruiting the state of Texas from the Texas teams? I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, whenever I saw that Omar was coming to LSU, I was so excited. And then I heard about Braxton. I was like, okay, that's a real hometown. That's so exciting because you know how much
you look last year, Aaron Beaty, Evans, Cooper.
It's been
we got a Texas thing going, and I'm good with it because they're all balling.
Yeah, I mean Texas.
Look, I pulled something up. While you guys were talking about it. So 2023, after they won the national championship at the LSU Florida game, I caught Tommy right as he was walking out of the building, and this was when he flashed his ring. Anyway,
it's about double the size. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, and you can
getting bigger. Okay.
You can remove the top of it and put it on a chain, so the guys are gonna be iced out.
I mean, at some point, the Intimidator, is going to run out of room to hold all these national championship trophies as they post them up and upgrade it each time around. I mean, if everything goes the way we think it's going to this year, and then when you guys come in, Ava, they're not going to be able to handle us. They're just going to, I don't know, they're going to have to kick us out of baseball.
I know, they're like, LSU isn't allowed to play this year. They got to wait. They got to wait a couple of years.
We'll have a room at the White House just designated because we'll be there.
Yeah.
Gold room.
Coach Jay's gonna have some brass knuckles or rings.
By the way, did you guys see that video of that Joey dude trolling the guys? He does a hood status check. Have y'all?
Oh yeah, I did.
He called Guidry Joe Burrow's little sister, and I'm about.
I saw that. I was dying when I saw that.
He's got to get better though. He had half their places wrong. As soon as he said Jake Brown was from Georgia, I was like, yeah, you got that.
Yeah, he said Jake Brown was from Marietta, Georgia, and I was like,
figure it out.
Let's get the facts straight.
But hey, he found a niche. Those videos are funny, so he's doing something right.
Okay, y'all. So Jim can back me up on this. Love Alec Box, but one of the best things about it is walk-up songs. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Arguably the best walk-up songs ever. So start thinking, because you already know what I'm going to ask. Have y'all thought about walk-up songs for LSU? And if you had to pick today, what would it be?
Honestly, I've thought about it. I have a different one this year for Academy Bowl because we get a total of 12 fans in our stadium, including my parents. hopefully there will be some scouts there this year to fill it out a little bit. But I would say if I'm at LSU coming in relief on a weekend game, I want to say shout part 1 and part 2, and to get the fans incorporated a little bit, get the
Let's
hands
talk about
going
it
up.
because he's coming out. That's a crucial part. We talked about this last week. You know, when you're coming out as a pitcher from the bullpen, you have to have something that engages the crowd.
Right.
You just have to.
Right. Yeah, and I think it would get them fired up. I mean, I think it's a fun song. Everybody's gonna be happy, and I like to sing it in my head, and that's a big thing I do when I pitch. I sing songs in my head to kind of get in that flow state. But I think having that and having the fans all doing it, I feel like it would be fun to see, especially warming up, take it all in, have them all jumping up, throwing their hands around.
There you go.
Yeah, I think mine. I've been thinking about this for a little while. Being from Texas and having kind of a Western theme, and kind of like a Young Guns theme, since it'll be next year, and being a freshman, I think I would go with "Wanted Dead and Alive" by Bon Jovi. I think that would kind of get the crowd going a little bit, and especially, like I said, being from Texas, having that little Western kind of theme to it. I think that would be pretty cool.
I mean, I can get down with it. I've sang that song a couple times at karaoke. I think everybody likes singing that song. All right. Well, now that we got y'all's walk-up songs done, we got the one more fun thing to do. We play a game with every guest, in this case, guest. And so what we're gonna do, Ava, I'm gonna let them work together. All right. So I don't know if y'all have seen blind rankings. The Makeshift Project has made these very popular. But basically, we've had 20 guys from our show that have made it from high school or college to pro baseball to actual MLB teams now.
Okay.
I've got 10 of them picked. I'm giving them to you. So y'all probably only know one, the obvious one, maybe two, but you don't even know if they're on the list. I'm giving you 10 in a specific order. You don't know who's coming next. You got to blind rank them, work together, talk it out where you think they'll be. We'll see if you can get this right, because we've had a couple guys ace this, and we've had a couple where epic meltdown status. So we'll start.
So there's a right answer.
Exactly. So one.
So what are we doing this ranking on? Are we doing it on
best work? So if you put them in the one spot, they're the best player of the group.
Okay.
If they're 10th, they're the worst player, which none of them are obviously bad players. First one, Christian Moore of the Angels, formerly of Tennessee.
Ooh.
I mean, he's in the big league, so you got to put him up there pretty high.
Well, they're all 10 of them. That's the thing. All 10 of them are in the show. We've had 20 guys who've made it
in the show.
I say, all 10 of them are in the show.
Oh my god, this is
tough.
I don't know how.
I like a 6 spot there. That's
I was gonna say 5 or 6. I was gonna say 5 or 6, so we can go 6.
Let's go 6.
We'll write this down. Usually I got Daniel to keep notes for me. All right, so in the 6th spot, we will put Simo. All right, next up, Austin Riley of the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, I knew that this is going to be so tough. This is going to be so bad.
I don't know if I like our first pick. We can't say bad. We can't put anybody in the 10th spot now. I mean,
Austin Riley, I think
he's better than Simo.
I think we got to go. Let's go 4. I think 4. Go 4 with Austin Riley.
He's going to pull out some big all-stars, and we're just screwed from there.
We're going to go back to the Angels one more time. Ben Joyce.
Oh.
8.
Yeah, 8.
I'm going to go 8.
Like, good thrower, but
So
what are all these?
I mean, he throws 105, guys. Come on. I thought y'all were respecting his pitcher.
Yeah.
No easy picks. No easy picks.
All right, another pitcher, Chase Dolander of the Rockies.
Ooh.
Oh, I mean, he's free. What are all these Tennessee guys for?
Man, we've interviewed more LSU and Tennessee than any other school by far.
All right,
you're picking from the right schools at least.
I mean, he's I don't know how he did this year, but I mean his stuff's freakish. So I mean,
a
7 spots.
Stat when we talk about guys that have came on here, him and Skeens were 1 and 2 for worst run support in the entire MLB. So his record would not be an indication of how good he was, because he got no help at all.
And he pitches in Colorado, which does not help whatsoever.
Is 5 taken or 5 or 7?
I think we go 7. I think he has some big dogs waiting on us.
Yeah. All right, Dylan Cruz.
I mean, great college player. I mean, great guy. I mean, freakishly. He's just struggled a little bit.
And then we got to go. Oh my god!
I don't want him to like see this and like. I met the dude over the weekend, so I mean,
if we're going on big league pedigree, I think we go 9.
Ooh, Dylan.
This is only if we're going on big league pedigree. I don't want people to come at me.
All right, this next one would have normally have not made it, but he's made some headlines this year. We're going back to Tennessee again. Drew Gilbert.
Ooh,
10.
Yeah, 10. Let's go 10.
I didn't know if maybe what he brought to the Giants. All right, this is where these last few is where I'm really going to test you. So I'm glad you left the spots that you have.
What do we have open right now?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
No, 4 was Austin Riley.
Oh, okay. 5, 3, 2, 1.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
I like it
All
right
right.
now. I like it.
We got room to work.
Nick Kurtz.
2.
3.
All right, 3. You got it, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
3.
y'all got it. Y'all got it.
That's that little man
I mean,
energy
y'all
right
just
there.
shouting out, not talking to each other.
I think he has 2 guys waiting on us. I think he has 2.
He's nuts, but yeah, little man.
The final
syndrome
answer
over
is
here.
3?
He's got it.
All right.
Yeah, 3's fine. 3's fine.
All right. Chase Burns.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
who's 4?
Austin Riley.
I mean,
I think we got to go 5.
yeah, 5. 5. I agree.
I think we got to go 5. So we have 1 and 2 left.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope you save the best for last.
You do have one of the 2 left, but I think you're going to be happy with this next one. The next one's Brooks Lee, who's an awesome shortstop, but I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think he's worse than or better than half these guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess we got to put him at 2.
And the last one's Paul Skeen, so y'all played it right.
Okay, we got 1 right at least.
But I can't believe the LSU guys with Dylan Cruz at 9.
I mean, what was the right answer?
I don't know, man. I
Can you
thought y'all
respond?
for sure we're going to put him at like 3 or 4. Well, 4 was taken, so 3.
Yeah.
mean, I don't think he's going to continue. He obviously had an injury. You know, Washington doesn't exactly have probably the best coaching regime, but the way that dude works and his natural raw talent, like, there's no way he's not going to excel. Like you saw when he came back, he hit a couple home runs, had some big robberies in the outfield, which that's the thing that I think I respect the most about Dylan. Most people just don't realize that he's that elite of a defender. Like, and that's what you get. You're going to have a guy who's going to lay himself out on the line, not a guy who's just going to hit.
Yeah.
No,
So if you're
I
seeing
agree.
this, Dylan,
I agree.
we're sorry, and we hope you have the utmost success in the big league.
Can we like block him from watching
You can't go wrong with this list. The guy that I probably find most intriguing on the list to see where he ends up finding, and I can say this to y'all because pitchers, Chase Burns, going back to Tennessee, and then I went and saw him at Wake Forest, friends with him.
He's nuts.
Has one of the most filthy arsenals I've ever seen in person. And
that slider is
for
stupid.
that guy is something.
It's almost unfair. It's unfair. I think him and Paul Skeen's arsenal is just it's so overpowering like that. Like I said, it's just unfair.
That is 2 different personalities on the mound, though. I mean, you got Chase Burns, who's I wish I had his confidence, but I feel like as I grow, I'm gonna have a little bit more Paul Skeen's vibe, just kind of chill, like. And I'll get fired up a little bit. But I mean, I honestly wish I could have some Chase Burns. I mean, I will sometimes. I'm gonna grow to it, but I mean, that dude is nuts.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy.
You love the energy that comes from it. I think that's the kind of stuff that gets your casual fans excited when you not only see great pitching, but you can see them that fired up and everything. Paul he'll throw a hand up there, but his pitching arsenal is just it's unreal, guys. And I tell you, like when he first came on here, when he first got to LSU in the fall, like I knew he was going to be good, but I never expected to see that. Like that was crazy. And then when he gets to the pros, he takes it a whole nother notch, develops a couple more pitches. Like he's the most unbelievable player.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think you can expect that from anybody ever.
What about you guys? Y'all ain't gonna come. Let's repeat it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Hey, let's do it.
Hey, if you can't hit that status, if y'all can give me Ty Floyd 19 Ks in College World Series, I'll work with that. Or if you can give me Kate
Fine with
Anderson,
me.
out,
I
I'll
think
work with that.
we can work with that.
Yeah, I
There
mean
you go.
that wouldn't hurt it.
I wouldn't be disappointed.
No.
I just messaged Kate Anderson. Speaking of, I got you set up. Don't worry.
Good deal. Good deal. I appreciate you.
All right, Ava, go ahead and put a bow on this thing.
Oh my gosh. Is there anything that you want to plug or promote before we close this thing out?
Follow Braxton Beaty on Instagram.
Follow Lawson Mcleod on all social media platforms.
Especially Twitter. He's famous.
Look,
Yeah,
if
he is
I give
famous on
y'all
Twitter.
one piece of advice going into college, when baseball season actually takes place, don't touch Twitter one time during baseball season,
Right.
because fans are psychos, and all it takes is one bad outing for a pitcher like you guys. And for as good as we talk about our fan base, and I think this is every fan base. They're
gonna blow you up.
Yeah, they're gonna blow you up, and it's like I ain't got time. You ain't got time for that.
Yeah,
Dudes who
last
never
year.
put baseball in their life talking bad about you.
Last year, I was with one of the players during season. I went to the Alabama series, and they showed me the website Tiger Droppings, and I mean, it was bad. It was bad. I mean, it was good and bad, but
It's the same. It's the same kind of people that you talked about Raswell. It's the same kind of people that said he had no business on our team, but you realize what he brings, the intangibles we
Right.
talk about, and then look what happens when you support him. But people like that, he ain't hitting well, so they just want him gone.
hey, if Brian Kelly won that game last night, people would have been all over him. But I mean, not last night, on Saturday. I mean, but it's win or lose.
Brian Kelly was going to be toast no matter what, because he still had to go to Alabama next, and it's still going to go the way it's going to go. So,
Right.
like we said, baseball season is here. They got the what's that classic called? Ava, they're fixing to play in Biloxi.
Biloxi.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I forgot what it's called, but they're fixing to be playing in Biloxi. It's baseball time, and then like Ava said, her best friend volleyball's killing it. Soccer. We got all these other things. We ain't got to worry about football.
Yeah.
We're a baseball school.
Yeah, that's what Jay said during the presentation.
I mean, look, baseball obviously isn't as popular as football, but y'all made it a point and talked about it. I mean, if there is somewhere that you can make a case for second best, it's obviously LSU, because no one else is packing out 15,000 and, like you said, watching across the nation. I mean, you can find it. We were talking about Tennessee. Look, I did a study on this, guys. I've never actually talked about this on air, but I did a study and did a direct correlation. You can find an uptick in college baseball. The rise of college baseball over the last 5 years directly goes with the resurgence of LSU and with Tennessee becoming a dominant team, because for Tennessee, they're the team that people love to hate. You have to have a villain.
Right.
And for LSU, they're the brand that everybody loves.
The hero.
Exactly. So you got your hero, you got your villain, and with both of them being good, I think that's why some people are disappointed about Tony V, even though I think they're still going to, because Josh Elander, I know him and he's a good guy, and I think all those guys are going to play well for him. But that's why some people are disappointed, because people want that Tennessee LSU matchup to stay top tier.
Yeah, I think it's that hero villain thing is kind of how coaches let them hold each other, though. I mean, you see how they act. I mean, I think it's a little different. I don't think Jay's going to put up with some of that stuff, but it is entertaining. I mean, the Arkansas Tennessee game last year was nuts, and I know. I mean, talking to one of my friends, Andrew Costello. I mean, his brother played against Tennessee last year, and he heard some cuss words straight to him in the box from oh my God, what's the lefty's name that threw gas? At Tennessee.
I'm all of a sudden blanking.
The starter,
lefty?
really good. Yeah.
Doyle.
Yeah. Doyle was letting them hear it, but I mean, that's how they play over there. They play with
Well, that game where Doyle blocked him at the plate. My best friend down the street is actually one of the head umpires in the SEC.
Really?
Where he was on that game, and he said the guy literally gave himself up running, and Doyle literally called him a MFer and then like bumped him. Like that whole thing was instigated by him. But yeah, like I'll tell you, like I'm not gonna put the guy's name out there. He's two-time guest of the show. I'm not gonna do that. But he literally was messaging me talking about how we were talking about social media, how people were telling him literally to go kill himself because of who he was, this, that, and the other. And then the next week he's at Vandy causing a disruption. And it's like, you can't sit there and cry to me about how people are talking about you and then go out there and act like that. Like
Right.
you're inviting that, in.
Right.
So to your point, that culture, if you're going to act like that, you got to know it's going to come back. You got to know you're villainized. So those who don't want to be villains, like I thought it was interesting that Henry Ford from Virginia transferred there because he might be the quietest superstar you'll find.
Such a nice guy.
Right. And it's like
Virginia baseball is different than that too. I mean, I go up there to see some games and it's like, it's wine and cheese. It's wine and cheese up there.
Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't even think about the fact that you'd have that Virginia connection. Yeah, I thought Tennessee is not the kind of culture that I would expect him to go to. I was really surprised he didn't follow his coach at Mississippi State.
Right.
Sorry, Ava, we got caught rambling. Baseball talk.
No, y'all are good. That's what we're here for. Anyways, we'd like to thank y'all for joining us. If you like their story and you love the purple and gold, please like and share on Facebook, retweet us on X, like and subscribe on YouTube, and give us a follow on Instagram. Until next time, love purple and live gold.